Okay, Martin, I hope you can hear me. I'm going to answer your questions. So, first we open your bitácoras. So we look for them at the top of the drive. And I can see them. So I type that. I find your folder. And I open this spreadsheet. So, first things first. The size of type has not changed. Here, your question number 1. So to increase the type of the size, what you do is you go to the menu here at the top, where you see over here, and you're going to click on View, and then you're going to go down to Zoom, and then you're going to move it to where you want. So if you want it bigger, you can put 150%. That makes it much bigger. And now you see that in my computer, I can see it much larger. So you can do that on your screen and also increase that. So again, it's View, you go down to Zoom, and you change the zoom length, and now you'll be able to see the size. Now, to your second question, I found the little black arrow, but pressing it in any part of the mouse only produced that bloody cut, copy, paste pops up. And of course, no ordering updates. So, what you want to do, if you make a mistake and you want to go back, say for example, you accidentally create a new line, like I'm doing here. So right now I'm doing a right click with my mouse. I'm doing inserting one above. So you see I created a new row by doing that. What if I did it by accident and I want to delete that? So what I would do in this case is, you see this is the first menu over here where I'm File, Edit, View, Insert, Format Data. This is the first menu. And over here with all these symbols and numbers, this is the second menu. So if you want to undo, you click on this wiggly arrow to the left. Boop. And then you imagine you did it by accident and you actually want to keep that change, you go to the right. Boop. And then that means that you've got it done. So I'll keep this deleted. And this is sort of this row, these two arrows on the left and right is the undo button. This is what it does. Okay, but I think you had a different question here. So when I gave the example of the dates, those two arrows allow you to change, undo, and do mistakes you've caused. What you're asking me is how to order. That's one of the questions that you had. And presumably what you want to order like is order by date. So here. So for that, we go to column A. This is column A, that one I'm signaling right now, the first column on the left of the page. And you see that as soon as I move the mouse on top of the A box, you see how I move it up? A little arrow appears. Right here, this arrow here. So if I click on this arrow, it's going to allow me to sort. Right? So I click on this arrow, it opens up, and what I want to do is sort sheet A to Z. So there's going to be from small to big. So presumably from a younger date, or an older date to the most recent date. But it says that currently you're editing it. So I think you are using this computer while I am here. So I'll I won't change the order for you. But I don't think you're doing anything right now. So I'll do it, and so I'm gonna sort it. Okay. You see now it sorted it. Oh yeah, but you see I made a mistake because the tops at the very top the things changed. But you see now that you can see that the label of the columns now changed. However, we can undo this very easily because now we know how to avoid mistakes. So we go to this left arrow the left squiggly arrow and we go click, and boom, we're back on track. So now, if we want to order the column without taking into account the first row, because we want to keep this row forever, what we do is grab the second row onwards, and we select everything up to that date, all of them, all the dates up to the very bottom. And now we can actually order. So we do sort by. Okay, did it again. So I need to figure this one out. So I just want to show you that it is possible to actually sort by date, but for some reason it's giving me a hard time right now. But it is possible to do. So don't worry about it. As long as you're entering the dates with year, month, day, it will be possible to sort it by date at another time. The only arrows at the extreme left in the line are the true curve, not the... So, yeah. The only arrows at the extreme left in the line on the file are the true curved ones, not like the straight one you illustrate. Yeah, that's correct, because I didn't have a curved one on the keyboard. So I was just giving you a little example, but you are right. These curved arrows are to go back and to go to the right. You eliminated the empty lines at the beginning, but there are still odd empty lines throughout which I cannot explain. I hope they are not involuntary eliminations. How do I deal with this? So, if you want to delete white lines, let's find one. Say you find a white line. Here's a couple of white lines. But you see, this is not really a white line because you have text here. You see? You also have another text here. So I wouldn't delete these two entries because you have text here in column H. So let's find one that is actually empty. See, you have also text here, uncut. You don't want to delete that one. Here, okay, here is a line that is empty. First, check that all columns are empty. It's empty, okay? So what you do here for this line is that on 54, you click on the number, you just click on it, just like literally just click on it, and then you do a right click with your mouse to open the menu, and then you delete this row. And that's it. So you do this for every line where you find these two, for example, again. As an example, here you have two together, so you select both of them and do a right click and delete those rows. That's how you do it. At the end of the line, I click the left curved arrow, and that, sure enough, takes me back to the beginning, but not of the same line, sometimes 100 lines away. I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that, but we'll do an example. Say you are, I'll do something that will help you as well. So what we'll do is I'm going to freeze these rows so that you can look at them always. So you see, if right now we scroll down, you see that we lost this top row where we can see what the menu belongs to. So what I'm going to do is freeze this first row so that as you scroll down, you can still see the menu. Yeah, you see? Now it stays there. Now, what I understood is that you want to be on this very right, and you want to go to the left. So there's no arrow for doing this. You have to click the left arrow on your keyboard. That's what I meant. So you just type left, and it'll take you to the very beginning. Okay? So again, like you go to the right by clicking to the right on the right arrow on your keyboard, and not on the menu that we talked about before, and you go left. And if you want to go up, just scroll up with your mouse. There's also a faster way to go. I have a Mac. I believe you also have a Mac on your house. So there's another way. If you type on the keyboard, there's a pad or a little button that says command. Do command right, and it'll take you to the last one. If you do command, and at the same time press the up button, it takes you to the very top. If you do command, leave the button on bottom arrow or down arrow, it takes you all the way to the bottom. So I think those are all the questions that you asked, and I'll send you this video now.